Hi everyone, my name is Matthew again. I'm just making this video because you know what? I've just decided to just get my DJI Osmo X4 and head out to central London and just do a little bit of content. And I'm doing this because I'm just deciding where I want to take my YouTube channel. I will be recording content while I'm on holiday, and I will be interacting with people. But I will also be making some content like this, whereby I would intercut myself just speaking in the background with me interacting with the things around me. I am on the spectrum and I have a stutter. I've had my stutter since I was about 6 years old. I'm also a black man, and I've also been on lots of reality TV shows over the past 20 years. The most, I think the one I have been most identified with has been the Undateables. I don't think it's on anymore, but at that time, 10 years ago, 2014, and I just took my luck. I just applied for the show on Undateables and I got a reply, I got a response. And essentially, I replied and they asked me to phone up, and then I did it, and then I got on the show, and the rest is history. So this vlog is about me just speaking about things that have happened, things that happen behind closed doors, things that you may or may not know about autistic people, about how and why we do what we do, and basically the whole idea is that I just want to start speaking more on YouTube because I think the general public get a false narrative of how we are in the world. Okay, so a large amount of the population in the UK are neurotypical people. So basically, a neurotypical individual, man or woman, has been from birth. No they have no social delays in communication, making friends, learning new skills. They can adapt to change very easily. They don't really need any assistance in making friends. They can read people's faces. They they can understand the subtext of a conversation or action or a situation, and they are also very good at basically conforming to what other people want them to be. So in a sense, they basically care more how other people view them than how they view themselves. Okay, whereas the people on the spectrum like myself, we come in all shapes and sizes, intellects. We can be as smart as Albert Einstein. We can be as an extreme end. It would be a situation whereby if you were watching the Undateables, they had people who had autism or Asperger's syndrome as well, and these people like myself are very. It's not that we can't adapt to change; that we have to be aware of when the change is going to happen, and a lot of us live in our own little world, and we live in our own reality, right? We want to know what's going to happen before it happens. So, for example, if you're out with a friend, some people who are on the spectrum want to know what's going to happen as it's happening, right? Because, like myself, I go on holidays on my own. I like to travel the world and explore new people, new food, new situations, right? I basically sometimes I have to really force myself to do things that I wouldn't normally do because it really gets me outside my head, and I really feel like I am a neurotypical person that in that moment in time. So I'm just letting things around me just happen, and that is quite it's a new experience every single time. Another thing is that have we basically those of us or you, if you're on the spectrum, you basically would role play a scenario in your head and want the scenario to play out as it is in your head. Whereas somebody who's a neurotypical person would basically just let things just happen. They don't take responsibility. They don't really plan situations. They don't really have a diary. They may have a personal assistant, but they don't. Things just happen, and they can adapt as and when they happen. So I find that whenever I'm in a room of neurotypical people, I realize, like for example, last year I went out to some clubs in Morocco, and basically I was with an American person and someone from Turkey, and they both were neurotypical people, and basically things were just happening around us, and they were unfazed by the situation. They weren't really hung up on the change of environment, but it took me a while to just adapt. But what always happens is that when I'm around some groups of people, is that they don't see the detail. Um am so I, I have a great awareness of the details. I pick up on details. I'm aware of what's happening around me, whereas someone who's not on the spectrum may not know what's happening around them. They don't see the fact that they're about to get robbed or someone is about to overcharge them in a nightclub, as we were in Morocco. Okay. Um. What else? I think I've learnt skills to basically be sociable, but for some people it comes naturally. They don't they don't even have to think about it. It's not something that they think I have to be social. It's just that they are. Yes, there are some people who are n- neurotypical people who are basically shy, extroverted, introverted. Some of them are amputees, and they are still classed as neurotypical. There are some of them who who basically have anger issues, whatever. But the main thing is the brain. The brain is the main indicator whether you are not a neurotypical or you are. Okay, so I feel less stressed when I am with individuals not only who are basically open-minded individuals, and the people who are also they can be fluid. So, for example, they can be introverted or and also be able to be um, they can also see the detail in in situations around them, meaning see the fact that they haven't gotten a bill and they have been asked to pay three to, 3 to 4 times as much as a local person would in the country, and they just accept what the bill is, or little things like having to make I don't know because I'm on the spectrum. I just assume that I don't think that people are out there to take advantage of you. I'm just so aware that once they know what you want, they can then use it to benefit them.